Good morning and Assalamu alaikum students. How are you? Hope you all are fine. Stay safe and stay home. Students, today our topic is future indefinite tense. As we have already done present indefinite tense, past indefinite tense, and today we will do future indefinite tense. So let's see its identification. This tense is used to talk about an action which has not happened yet and will occur in the future. Look at this example. She will watch television. This example indicates that the action of watching has not happened yet and is yet to happen in the future. It means she will watch television. In future she will watch television. So it means watching is not happened, has not happened yet and is yet to happen in the future. Because will tell us about something happen in the future. Next, move to the structure of positive sentence. To make a positive sentence of future indefinite, students, first of all we will write the subject. And what are the subjects? He, she, it, I, we, they and you are called subjects. So according to the subject we will choose will or shall. Students, as you can see, these are the subjects I and we. So if the sentence will start with I and we, so what will be the subject? Shall. We will use the helping verb shall. With I shall, we shall. And with you, they, he, she and it, the helping verb will be will. So both of these are helping verb that are used in future indefinite tense. If the sentence started with I and we, the helping verb will be shall. And if the sentence will start with you, they, he, she or it, we will use the helping verb will. Understand? Okay. Subject, according to the subject we will use will or shall plus first form of verb plus object. Look at the examples. Number 1, I shall. I is the subject and with I and we the helping verb is shall. So with I and we shall use shall. I shall, then first form of verb write. Write is the first form of verb. I is the subject, shall is the helping verb and write is the first form of verb and then in the end object. A letter is an object. So I shall write a letter. Next, she will make tea. Here you can see, as I told you, that with he, she, it, I, with he, she, it, they and you. Helping verb is will. She will make tea. She is subject, helping verb and then this is the first form of verb and tea is the object. Then move to the structure of negative sentence. To make negative sentence we have to just add not after the helping verb. There is just addition of not. First of all subject, then will and shall, will or shall according to the subject we will choose. Then not plus first form of verb plus object. Same structure like the structure of positive sentence, just addition of not because this is negative, so structure of not, just addition of not. Look at the examples. Number 1, I shall. Not, just addition of not. I, subject is I, helping verb shall, not, first form of verb write, object a letter. Again, she will, after helping verb not make tea. Then move to the structure of interrogative sentence. First of all, students, we will write will or shall according to the subject. So first of all, helping verb, then subject, then first form of verb, and then in the end object, and very important, question mark. Okay, look at the examples. Shall I write a letter? If the sentence is started with I, so we will choose shall. So I shall, so, but here in the interrogative structure, helping verb comes first. Shall I, shall, subject I, first form of verb write, object a letter, and in the end question mark. Number 2, will she, with she, the helping verb is will. Will she, first form of verb make tea, question mark in the end. These are the examples of structure of interrogative sentence. Students, do this work on your English grammar notebooks. Take care. Allah Hafiz.